Okay, so you don't want to do a free project to get a job. I hear that. I understand that. But I'm going to turn this around on you. What can you provide to prove to me that you can do the job? Because just saying it isn't enough for people anymore. People are really good at lying. People can use ChatGPT to make up resumes and make up LinkedIn profiles. What are you doing in the job interview to 100% prove and validate that you can do the job? And not only do the job, but that you are the must have candidate, that you are the candidate that will knowingly alleviate their pain and solve their problems. That is the problem. If you think about it, if you were to go out and you were going to hire some kind of let's say a doctor, you're going to hire a doctor who to do a perform a really scary surgery on you. Would you just read the doctor's resume credentials and trust what they say in the interview? It's really like this is like your life here, right? The results. You're not just going to take them at their word. You're going to want to see results, statistics, proof. You're going to want to be able to ask them a whole bunch of questions and understand how the procedure works and listen and say, are they making sense to me? Because this is an important decision on your part. And candidly, that's what employers are up against. It costs so much to hire you. It's not just your salary, it's your salary plus all the additional expenses. On average, it's about 130 to 140%. So I love that you're saying this because if you don't want to do a project, I'm okay with that. That's why I'm telling you there are other forms of impact evidence you can control and you can provide to prove you are the candidate for the job. You are the must have candidate for the job. So we're talking the same language, you and I. It's just that you're not following up with what's the alternative. Because if you say to me, it should just be enough if I go into the interview, it's not enough anymore. They don't trust people anymore. And when there are that many people to choose from, how do you choose the right one? That's what they're fearing. If there are 20 people with the exact same skill set, how do you decide that one is going to do the best job? So take the project out of it. What are you doing to provide the impact evidence that makes you not have to do the project? That's my question to you. And this is why this is changing so rapidly and so quickly. And you can say, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do a project, but they're going to say, fine, don't move forward because you didn't provide any alternative impact evidence that proved you could do the job. So they're defaulting to what they know works for them. You've got to change the game by sharing proactively the impact evidence that shows you the must have candidate so you don't have to do the project. And this is where it's changing. Again, this is why I love tools like McCoy, because seeing you on camera, talking about things you know well, talking about the problems that you solve and the pain that you alleviate, there's the impact evidence. Don't need you to do a project because I know you can do it. Right. And instead of being screened out based on a random resume, you proactively sending the impact evidence to the hiring manager. So that's the first thing they see is you talking about how you know how to solve their problem and alleviate your pain. That's how you speed up the hiring process and get them to know you're the right candidate for the job. So this is shifting. And I love this conversation. I love debating this with you. I actually think we're on the same page, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to help people understand. If you don't want to do projects anymore, what impact evidence are you willing to provide? Because your resume doesn't cut anymore. It's not enough. And they're not going to give everybody an interview. So you have to think about the impact evidence you could give that replaces an interview in order to get to that next level. That is the new normal, my friends. Okay. And that's what I'm here teaching you how to do. So keep the questions coming. And if you want to work with me directly on this, folks, I would love to work with you. Please check out the link at workitdaily.com and let's help you get a job.